All right, welcome back to the TNT show. We got the first full week of college football behind us. We're just gonna recap our predictions, talk about some games maybe we didn't predict, but they were pretty good outcomes. Tyler, I'll go ahead and let you kick it off. We can either get right into it, you can ask a question, do what you do.
Just get right into it. First off, I want to start with LSU. I liked what I seen. I know we lost. Yeah, I think we got some things we got to work on. Brian Kelly obviously was furious after the game, and he had a right to be. We just couldn't put the nail in the coffin, but we improved on the defensive side of the ball, at least for that game anyway. I told you Kyron Lacey was going to do his thing. I think he's going to be really good. Nussmeier was slinging it all over the place. We just got to get better running the ball. I think that's with Nussmeier not being able to run, he's going to have to run the ball. We're going to have to run the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
But as far as
I
that goes, I think it's the first game of the season. I don't know how good USC is going to be, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take everything back I said about Kyron Lacey. He did his thing out there. Garrett Nussmeier, he was definitely slinging the ball around. LSU, like I said, they were just on the wrong end of some big plays. I think they'll have a good season. I still think my prediction is kind of where it is. With the loss to USC, though, I still say like 3 losses on the season. And if USC has a good season, there's really no reason y'all shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yeah, depending, especially if the games are close. Obviously, Georgia dominated Clemson. Dabo better get it together, or he's gonna be next.
Yeah, my prediction was way off on that one. I think I had Clemson winning by like a slim margin, but that was honestly they played a great first half, but the offense just could not put anything together.
Yeah, the defense was getting tired.
Yeah, so Georgia, I like what I saw from Georgia in the second half. Now, in the first half, they looked like a beatable team, especially against a Clemson team that was. I think Clemson still should have a pretty decent season. They lost to one of the best teams in the country, and that's a tough first game to have.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Well, speaking of rough seasons, I don't know what Florida State's got going on, but they better figure it out fast.
Yeah,
They're
that was a. I think honestly, out of all my predictions, I probably got 2 right, and that was another one that I don't know if we did predictions for it or not, but I said Florida State was going to walk away with that game, and they did exactly the opposite.
They got walked, all right. I don't know what to tell them. Go back to the drawing board. Like they all said, it's early. They could win out and probably make the playoffs if they won out. But the way that they played these last 2 games, I can't imagine what Miami's going to do to them. Miami going to beat them 66-0.
They would have to have some really quality wins to still make the playoffs with those 2 losses, because those 2 losses came to obviously at the time unranked teams. But if they're both ranked at the end of the season and Florida State wins out, it'd be hard to keep them out of there.
I said Georgia Tech is ranked now, so they are in the top 25.
Yeah, so it'd be in Florida State's best interest to keep winning, and they better hope at least one of those 2 teams keeps winning, because that's their only hope right now.
But aside from that, I didn't really see, Alabama played Western Kentucky, so I don't know if you want to touch on that. I did see, like you said earlier, TJ Finley was talking crazy, and they got
yeah, I don't
53-3.
I don't know what got into him. He said this is not the Western Kentucky team y'all used to seeing, and Bama just lost all these people and this, that, and the third. They might not be who they think they are, and they go out and put up a goose egg and get beat by 63. So I honestly, you expected a beat down. That's what you got. Is there more room for them to grow? Of course, it's the first game of the season. I like what I saw. Ryan Williams, first off, he's electric. I like Keon Sabb, 2 picks in your first game, big time.
Yeah, he's gonna be really good. Let's jump into some predictions real quick so we don't waste too much time. We'll stay on the college football track. Not a whole lot of big games. The biggest one, obviously, Texas, Michigan. Texas is favored in this game. I think Texas will beat them. I think it's going to be by 10. I just
I
don't
think,
think Michigan's got enough.
yeah, no, I agree. I think that based on their first game showing, they got to figure it out because there's no reason they can't do what they did in their first game against Texas, or they're gonna get
Walked.
stomped. Yeah,
Yeah, they're going to get beat by 20.
yeah. All
Um,
these preseason hype they had around their quarterback, he's not even a starter. Donovan Edwards, I think he had about what, like 50 or
I have
55
no
yards on the
idea.
ground, something like that. It was just, I don't. I mean, they did lose a lot, so you expect there's gonna be some
Yeah,
fall
some
off,
some
but
downfall. Yeah.
yeah. So
Um, Auburn plays Cal. My dad was saying that he thinks this is going to be a trap game for Auburn because they did play last year. I think they beat them. I think my dad said 17-10 or something like that. It was a close
yeah,
game.
they barely beat him.
So
Now I'm gonna say this as unbiased as I can. Auburn has some pretty good receivers
yeah,
now,
it just
and
depends on Peyton Thorne.
yeah, if Peyton Thorne can do what he did in that first game and just make the throws and continue to make the throws, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
Prediction wise, I'll say Auburn. I'll say Auburn wins. They'll probably win by 2 touchdowns this time. It's a lot better Auburn football team offensively.
yeah, more experience under the belt for sure. Better defense.
I realize I didn't give a prediction for Texas Michigan either. I'm going to say Texas wins. I think it's going to be a very defensive game. I think Texas wins by I'm going to say 3.
Okay. Um, I think this is going to be a little bit of a trap game for Oregon. They play Boise State. A lot of people had Boise State making the playoffs in their little prediction thing,
Man,
and
Oregon's
Oregon
first though.
struggled against Idaho.
Yeah. The only look, this is what I know about Idaho. They are the only FBS team to go back down to the FCS level. That was an FCS school they played. They only put up 24 points. That is very. I don't know. I can't say it's concerning. It's week 1. It's
Yeah,
hard to draw like a full season's stats and predictions off of just the first week. But again, it's an FCS team. They should have beat them by like 50.
yeah, but they didn't. Iowa State. Um, I think Iowa State's going to upset Iowa. I think they win by 3.
Oh, I don't know, man. Iowa's defense is always really good every season.
They're
I
both
think
yeah.
Iowa. I'm gonna say Iowa's gonna win a close one. They'll probably win by like
Cade
6.
McNamara is back healthy too. They were cooking. They were rolling before he got hurt.
Yeah, but their offense just isn't. Iowa's offenses. They're scoring about what 20 points a game or so, something like that.
Yeah, something like
Um,
that. Yeah, they weren't scoring once he got hurt. But
Now I know they put up a lot of points in game 1, but I think against a much more capable opponent, they'll come back down to earth a little bit. Probably have about 13. 20, something like that.
Then we got Tennessee, NC State. I think that would be a good game. Be a good test for Tennessee to see where they're at.
Oh yeah, very very underrated game. I think it'll be a really good game actually. NC State, they brought in Grayson McCall from Coastal Carolina. They were a little rough out the gates, but they figured it out. They ended up getting their win in week 1. Tennessee, Tennessee looked pretty good. So I think that'll be a really big game. I think Tennessee may have the edge, though. Again, it's SEC football. They're going to be a lot more physical. Their defense is still pretty good. I think they hold NC State from a lot of big plays. And I think Tennessee's quarterback, I think it was
I have no
Iamaliava.
idea.
Yeah. It's
Nico.
Iamaliava. There you go. I had to try to say it at least once, but yeah, I think he'll make a lot of big plays for them.
And then we got Nebraska and Colorado.
If Colorado's defense still is on the trend of giving up like 30 points a game, they will lose. They'll probably lose by like a slim margin because their offense can score, but they have inconsistencies. So if Dylan Raiola can make some big plays, I think Nebraska can knock off Colorado.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to beat them by 7. I think they're going to beat them by a touchdown. That's pretty much going to wrap up the college football section. Let's jump into the NFL here. Thursday, week 1. 2 days. We got the Ravens Chiefs. Defending 2-time Super Bowl champ. And then the Ravens, obviously. Really good team.
I think
it's a good slate for week 1.
that's about the best week 1 game money can buy right there. I like the Ravens to win, though. I think the run game is just going to be too much for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
We're
gonna see how that pans out. How the Derrick Henry thing is gonna pan out with him. It's hard to bet on the Chiefs. Hard to bet against the Chiefs, but I think I'm gonna go Ravens here too. Friday we got the Eagles Packers. I think the Eagles. I think they had a disappointing, last half of the season, last 6-7 games. So I think they bounced back. They brought in Saquon Barkley, so I'm interested to see how that's going to work. Yeah, I think the Eagles. Get the win there too. What do you think?
I think the Packers may squeak out a win in week 1. Obviously they have a great defense. Jordan Love has a full year as a starter experience under his belt. I think he'll come out. He'll be a lot better early on in the season. So I think they get the week 1 W.
I said they did bring in Josh Jacobs, so AJ Dillon's hurt. So
yeah,
that
too.
Because AJ Dillon's out for the season. So then jumping into Sunday's games, we got the Pats and the Bengals. I don't know if they're going to pay Jamar Chase or what they're doing, what their plan is. I don't know. But they said he hasn't even been there, so don't expect for him to play. But I think the Bengals still win I said they'll win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I got to give the unbiased answer, even if the Patriots fan. I think the Bengals walk away with the win in week 1 just because
the Patriots are still trying to figure out things.
Yeah, as much as I wanted them to start Drake May, they're going with Jacoby Brissett. And if he can do a full 360 from the preseason, by all means, I hope we win. But I just don't see it happening. I just don't think we have. I think they're too young offensively, and defensively, I think the defense is going to keep them in the game. But offensively, we're just too young this season.
Yeah, for sure. And whether or not, like they said earlier, Jamar Chase may sit the whole year, so that'll be interesting to see how long that they are going to let that happen. I don't know if they will or not.
I mean,
So
they should just pay him. I don't understand why
I don't
you
know. I
wouldn't
don't know
just
what
go
they're
ahead.
waiting on.
Yeah, I don't know why you just don't go ahead and take care of him. He was a big part of your Super Bowl run. He's giving you consistent stats. He hasn't been
Yeah,
hurt a bunch. I mean, he's your guy at receiver. You really wanted a really good receiver for a good little bit now. So
yeah. And then we got Steelers Falcons. Uh, the debut of Kirk, debut of Russell Wilson. I think the Falcons will squeeze this one out. I don't know the health of Kirk Cousins. I would assume he's fine. I haven't heard anything negative. So yeah, I think the Falcons squeeze that one out for sure.
yeah, I'm with you. I think they get the W, but not by a lot. Steelers have a really good defense. They've always had a really good defense. So I think their defense is going to keep the game close. Um, their offense, I feel like they have a lot they're trying to figure out.
Yeah,
So I mean, you bring in Russell Wilson, obviously a up and down season. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. And you got the whole Justin Fields ordeal. That I think they're going to do packages with him and stuff, but it's a lot going on in Pittsburgh.
yeah, Pittsburgh, yeah, for sure. Then we
Falcons,
got
they have a lot
yeah
offensive.
the Falcons are just they got a lot
They
on
have
both sides of the ball.
yeah. I think if their defense can get back to where they were when they had that Super Bowl run, they can definitely get back there.
Yeah, if Kirk can stay healthy and not get hurt.
That too. Yeah, Achilles is a big time injury. So we'll see what he looks like coming back.
Um, we got the Jags Dolphins. They just gave Tua all this money, so expect they're probably going to be expecting big things
Yeah, I think this one might be a blowout.
for
The
Miami.
Jags is yeah, Miami's gonna blow. I think they'll blow out the Jaguars. I think they'll win by at least 21 at the very least.
Interesting.
That offense is super explosive. They're loaded in the backfield. It's gonna be hard to stop them. And the Jaguars just don't have an elite defense right now.
Yeah, I'm going to mark that down. Take note of that.
I would. I definitely would. I could be wrong. I haven't been so good up to this point with my predictions, so we'll see if I can get a little better this week.
We got the Commanders and Bucks. I think the Commanders get their first win against the Bucks.
No, I think I think the Buccaneers defense, they're going to do everything they can to rattle.
To
Uh,
contain Jaden Daniels.
yeah, they're going to send him a lot of different looks. Of course, they're going to try to keep him contained and not, you know, scamper all over the place. I, I think, I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks. I wouldn't say they're going to win handedly, but they'll win maybe like by a couple scores.
I think the Commanders are going to get their first win. I think they're going to kick a game-winning field goal to beat them. I think Jaden Daniels going to have a really good game. I'm going to say he's going to have about 100 yards on the ground.
Oof, that's a lot.
I think he's
That's a
going to
tough
come
thing
out.
to
I
do.
think he's going to come out strong.
I guess we'll find out. I like
We
the
got
faith.
Yeah. I mean, I think that they got a good team around him. The Bucks do have a really good defense, though. They lost Devin White though, so that's a huge loss. They still got Levante David, but
Yeah, Devin
we
White is
got
a big time loss.
yeah, he went to the Eagles, so that'd be a good fill in for them.
He went to
We got
what?
he went to Philly.
Oh man, my goodness, Philly is just
I'm pretty
loaded up.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then we got the Rams Lions. I think the Lions win by 10.
Lions win by 10 over the Rams. Yeah, I like that. Lions defense is definitely. I think they're still going to be tops in the NFL. Their offense is. I think they'll be again another year better. So yeah, I think they take down
The Rams got to replace Aaron Donald, so we're gonna see. They did draft both of the dudes from um, Florida State, so. And then we got the Bears and the Titans. Is Caleb Williams going to get his first win here? I think so. The
I
Titans
think he
are.
does. I think he does. The Titans just aren't. I mean, yeah, they brought in Calvin Ridley, but I just don't think. I'm not. I'm not bought in on Will Levis yet.
I'm not either. I think Caleb gets his first dub here too. I think the
Yeah,
Bears are just. They're going to be too much for Tennessee. They're just offensively. I don't know if they can keep up with them. They lost Eric Henry, brought in Tony Pollard. I just don't think that Tennessee's going to be enough. And then wrapping it up Monday, we got the Jets and the 49ers. The re-debut of Aaron Rodgers. Will he make it past fourth place?
that's hilarious. I think
The
this is gonna
debut of Aaron
be.
Rodgers.
This game might be the second best or the first best game of week one.
I assume
49ers,
that's why they put it on Monday, so it's a game in itself. There's no other you have you're watching this.
yeah. Um, I like the Jets. I think I'm gonna roll with the Jets.
Yeah, this Aaron Rodgers we're talking about. So if he's healthy, good luck.
But I mean, it's hard to bet against the 49ers. I mean, you got young Brock Purdy, he already went to an NFC Championship in his rookie season, just went to the Super Bowl in his sophomore season. You're looking for another step up from him. Obviously, their offense is still as good as ever. They just paid Brandon Ayuk.
They're working on a deal with Trent Williams as we speak. So
Yeah, so I mean, they're trying to make another run at it. I think it's possible.
oh yeah, I think they'll make another run.
But well, yeah, week one, I'm a roll with the Jets on week one.
More with the 49ers. Well, that's pretty much wrapping up week one. Anything you want to add?
I don't think there's necessarily anything I want to add. Um, I'm just again, I'll probably say it like a million times. I'm just glad football is back. I mean, just love the sport. Uh, yeah, I mean, those are our predictions for NFL Week One, NCAA Week Two. Obviously, we it take a really long time to cover a lot of the, you know, every single game or even the unranked matchups and stuff like that. So we really try to focus on what we feel like, in our opinion, are like really good matchups. Same thing with the NFL. We're not going to talk about, every single game.
Every game, yeah.
Obviously, yeah, some teams are better than others. So obviously you can kind of make your own prediction on that. But yeah, if that's all we got for this episode, um, again, y'all just, when you're listening in, just comment who you think are your predictions and just let us know what your opinion is. We love the feedback. We love the input just to kind of, see what everybody else's opinions and thoughts are too.
Yeah, our new schedule is going to be So when do you plan on dropping this one?
So the schedule right now is Wednesday is the the recap and predictions for the following week. And then let me see.
No, that's
Because I know we
today.
talked about it before. Yeah, so today is recap and predictions. So we'll probably this is probably gonna go up sometime today. Uh or either early tomorrow morning, and we'll probably just do maybe double post. We'll figure it out. We'll get it together off, off audio. But
But definitely expect at least 2 episodes a week for sure
yeah,
right now. So
yeah, we'll be coming with 2 a week. So we'll get into recordings a week. Obviously, we got, like I said, recaps and predictions, and then recaps, of course, for the previous week, predictions for the following week or the week coming up.
you know, still working on our getting our live stream stuff together. We're getting closer. I know we keep saying that. We're getting closer. So expect that in the future. We're getting close to getting something panned out for that. So, like you said, still on the road to 100 subscribers. So keep on liking, subscribing, sharing, whatever we need, whatever y'all need to do. That's all I got.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just to go off of that. I mean, we're working hard at, just hammering everything out as far as getting everything live. Uh, but like I said, just expect something in the future. We don't want to give y'all anything uh date wise, just because life happens, things kind of throw everything off. So we'll just, when it happens, y'all be the first to know. But
Yeah.
just we appreciate all of you that are tuning in, listening in, liking, share, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. So just again, we appreciate you. I think that's all we got for this episode, but we'll catch you in the next one.